Welcome to Sundays with Sandy, a new segment on Last First Date Radio where we believe it is never too late to go on your last first date. I'm your host, Sandy Weiner. I'm a dating and relationship coach, a communications and boundaries expert, and I want you to go on your last first date. You finally meet somebody amazing, somebody who seems like they're your perfect match. The attraction is off the charts. The conversation flows, and you leave the date with a goodnight kiss and a big smile on your face. You begin obsessing. You can't get this person out of your mind, and you can't wait to see them again. You're thinking, I met a unicorn. I met the one. Or maybe not. Obsessing after a great first date, you're not alone, and it's important not to get carried away after that initial date. And here is why. Sometimes we obsess over a great first date because it's been so long since we have felt any connection at all, any attraction. And often we have dating fatigue, and this person seems to have a great personality and seems to tick all of our boxes. Whatever the reason, if you are looking for love and you think you found it, you get excited. Why wouldn't you? Well, just because the date went well, it doesn't mean that they're going to call you again, or that they're a great match. Just because you had a great time doesn't mean they did, even if they seem to, even if they kissed you goodnight. A great first date doesn't mean a lot. You don't know them well enough to decide that they're the one, which is why it's important to slow down. Here are 3 signs that you're obsessing after a great first date. Number 1. You keep checking your phone, waiting for them to text or ask you out again. It's the next day, and you're checking your phone every hour, every half hour, every 10 minutes to see if they called or sent a text. If they're not in touch the next day, you want to text them, even though you already texted them after the date was over to tell them how great the date was and you hope to do it again soon. Or you thanked them on the date and told them in person that you are interested in seeing them again. This constant checking of your phone is crazy making. Number 2, you stop dating other people. You're so sure that this person is so special that you stop responding to other people who are interested in you. But you don't know the person that you dated well enough to shut down other dates, and this can sabotage your love life. Number 3, you make up stories about them. You create stories and excuses about why they haven't texted or called yet. Maybe they're too busy. Maybe they just need a day. They stayed up late with you, whatever it is. Or you create stories about something you might have done wrong on the date. You're playing out the whole date and you're ruminating, and why wouldn't they call me? Maybe I said the wrong thing. Maybe I'm not pretty enough, thin enough, smart enough, wealthy enough. You could make yourself crazy. Or you make stories up about them and their character and personality. You fill in the blanks and you make up stories about how amazing they are, even though you don't know them yet. All of these kinds of stories are simply stories and not facts. When you've already created a future before there's even a present with this person, it can be hard to cool your jets. So here are 3 ways to stop obsessing and come back to reality. Number 1, remember you don't really know them. It was just one date. You don't know this person. It is so easy to show up as this shiny person, charming, sweet, attentive, sexy on that first date. But sustaining good character is another story. So remember, you barely know them. You were excited. You hoped that they might be the right match, but they also might be very wrong for you. Number 2, keep dating other people. Don't shut down your profile after one great date. Keep your options open until you really know somebody. Go on more dates with other people, as dating is about discovery. It takes time to decide if somebody is right for you. Discover, don't decide on first dates. And number 3, live your best life. Continue to live your life as you did before you had this great date. Go out with friends, meet new people, do things you love. You'll obsess less over one person when your life is filled with activities, people, work that you love. Many of us have obsessed over one great date at some point in our lives, and that's because we're hopeful. We want to be in love. So be proud that you have the ability to open your heart, even if it's just for a short time, and reserve your full open heart for somebody who shows you over time that they really can be your person. And until then, have fun dating. If you are ready to get unstuck, gain new tools, become more empowered, and finally find your last first date, I'd love to talk to you. Fill out an application to be considered for a complimentary half-hour love breakthrough session at lastfirstdate.com/application. That's lastfirstdate.com/application. I look forward to talking to you soon.